Guys, you will be absolutely shocked today. I think you have never seen anything quite like this. This amazing barbecue chicken setup will annihilate every goddamn legendary room in couple of seconds, and that's not a cap, baby. You gonna clap like this, those booty cheeks. Goddamn, just look at this insanity. Your sticky bomb alone can cause some mayhem on battlefield, because we gonna spread status effects all over the place, and you can switch your sticky bomb on the fly. You can apply, of course, a disruption, which is really handy against war machines, drones, healing stations, all the shit, or apply fire effect on your enemies. Pair it up with your capacitor and assault turret, which is at maximum possible skill tier, although you have 1.2 million armor as well, and you will find on your hands pretty goddamn overpowered build. Uncle Butcher and the building as usual, welcoming to the insanity. And if you're new here, welcome to the family, my beautiful bastard. But long story short, in this one we are using multiple synergies. My main weapon here is AK with preservation. If you didn't know, you can proc preservation talent with your skill kills as well. Second weapon, exotic assault rifle capacitor. The reason is quite simple, because with each skill tier you will gain 7.5% extra weapon damage, and with full stack 60% skill damage. That's really handy with your sticky bomb. Now pair it up with creeping that talent, and boom, you are applying status effects all over the place. But to be really effective with this setup, you have to use perfect creeping and that. And like I said, you can switch your sticky bomb or type of sticky bomb on the fly. When you need to apply disrupt, use EMP sticky bomb. When you're fighting enemies, people, black task, white task, doesn't give me a flying F, apply fire sticky bomb. And trust me, oh, this barbecue chicken setup is absolutely nuts. But before we continue, quick word for today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you right now. With my promo code RBDIV, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all service. Amazing deal. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this legendary setup. It will work in team play and in solo play, because you don't have to really kill enemies to proc your talents. You don't have to stack anything besides your capacitor, exotic assault rifle, and you're gonna stack it really quickly by shooting only at one enemy, excuse me. So it's really new player friendly, although you need some necessary gear pieces in order to achieve maximum possible buffs from this setup. So long story short, in this one, of course, we are using technician specialization, because that will provide us with extra skill tier, and that skill tier will give us 7.5% extra weapon damage with capacitor. Of course, additional skill damage buff. Disrupt grenades, those are extremely handy, and again, by applying disrupt on enemies, healing stations, war machines, creeping, that will spread that status effect even further. So this combination by itself is really strong. And don't forget linked laser pointer attachment, which can be applied on, for example, Kingbreaker if you don't want to use preservation, but I strongly recommend you to use AK with preservation, because it works with your skill kills, and your assault turret and sticky bomb will kill enemies really easily, and preservation will increase your survivability with crazy. Paired up with my little dirty secret here, Catharsis exotic mask, and boom, you will have a lot of self heals. As you saw at this footage, I used EMP sticky bomb, and it basically disrupted every goddamn enemy on the battlefield, took out the war machine. It's still under the effect of disruption. It's super dope build, guys. Trust me, you need to try this one. But again, it can fit your playstyle a little bit more, so definitely you can switch that AK with preservation for whatever weapon you want, but Uncle Butcher wants the best for you, and I'm telling you that preservation can work really well. And if you didn't know, this life hack again is really handy if you will attack these dudes or chicks with drones by EMPing that baby or girl, I don't know. Creeping that will spread on those drones as well, and basically your EMP will take those drones out. So that's really like nice life hack, because sometimes these chicks with drones will hide in really nasty places, and creeping that can get to these enemies really easily. So Capacitor is my second weapon, each kill tier 7.5% extra weapon damage, and my pistol is named a TDI pistol with extra skill tier, and that will make our setup, or force our setup, or that will make our setup to reach maximum possible skill tier, which is 6 in Division 2 game. So we have maximum 6 skill tiers with our pistol. I tried this setup with deflector shield, it didn't work that well. I tried as well other combinations, other specialization, I tried artillery turret, and eventually I came to this combination, and this talent combination, guys. My Capacitor is providing me with 60% skill damage, 7.5% extra additional weapon damage, paired up with Catharsis Mask. Catharsis Mask will heal us, we are receiving incoming damage, and we will gain 30% extra weapon damage by receiving full stacks of incoming damage. So we have tons of weapon damage as well in this setup. Don't worry about incoming damage, we have also almost 40% protection from elites, and we have some decent armor regen for chest piece. I'm using Bellastone Armory chest piece with kinetic momentum, really nice with our damage skills. You could use Overwatch, but that will force you to sit behind the cover. I love to be on the move. You could use Spotter, but unfortunately Spotter will not work with your exotic assault rifle capacitor. Glass cannon is nice option for maximum DPS output, but you will be really squishy. Basically there is no room for errors with glass cannon. So yeah, kinetic momentum is nice option if you will sit behind the cover most of the time, then go with Overwatch. But I love to run around like a freak, so kinetic momentum is the way to go. For the holster, of course, Arquebus, name it Picaro's holster with extra weapon damage, and I'm using actually 2 pieces from Arquebus brand set to get skill haste and extra skill tier. For backpack, I'm using perfect creeping dead backpack, gloves, wyvern gloves for extra skill damage, and as my knee pads, again from Arquebus gear set to receive that second piece brand set buff, and that is of course extra skill tier. This setup works really dope, and like I said, you have tons of weapon damage from Capacitor and Catharsis Mask, you have skill damage from Kinetic Momentum, you are applying status effects, your Sticky Bomb is nasty, you have armor regen from Bellastone Armory gear piece and Catharsis Mask and Preservation, so you have lots and lots of heals. Of course you will find medkits on battlefield as well, but like I said, you have 3 sources of self-heal. That's Preservation, which will work with you skill kills, you have Catharsis Mask, by receiving incoming damage you are healing yourself, and by default you have some armor regen. So this build is absolutely must have. Butcher drops the mic, see you in the next one, bye.